Okay, so here it is, guys. If you want to date a man who is a provider, but you also want to build a legacy with that person, here's the deal. Men that make money are already on the path of making money. And unless you're going to rob the grave and then date a guy who's retired, I guess, which most women don't want to do, y'all got to make sure it still works and all. You guys know what I'm talking about. You need it to work for Bible study, believe me. So if you want it to still work, so you guys aren't dating guys that are, retirement age. So if they're already making money and are already about it, okay, that means, that's anywhere between, let's say, 30 and 60. I mean, that whole 65, that whole range are men that are already on the path of making money. So if you meet a man at any point in that range, even though they've made money so far, they're still working on making more money. The next big project, the next big thing, the next big endeavor. And if you align with that man at any time, you will definitely have the opportunity to build a legacy with that person. Because trust me, sis, he's working on the next thing. All right? And let me tell you, that thing's more stressful than ever. That's the hardest thing he's ever done. He's working on the next big project, whatever. And that shit right there, that shit will trauma bond you guys together. You will be fused together. So, because you were with him through some shit. Okay? So if he's already got money, fine. But I promise you, a guy that's still in the workforce is still building on something, is an entrepreneur or whatever. He's still working on the next big project. So there's plenty of opportunity for trauma that guys can share in and bond you guys together like gorilla glue. Okay? So don't worry about that. You just want to typically meet a man that's a little bit ahead of the race, a little bit ahead in the race, so that, there's then going to be some opportunity to grow after that with them. Okay? Trust me, there's always some other new, different project he's doing that's even harder than the last. So there'll be plenty of time for growth, believe me. But my recommendation is don't date guys that are retired unless you're just going to have a really difficult time, with Bible study. Because that's what it is. I mean, there is medication for Bible study now, but that's a whole rigmarole. All right? How tall am I? I am 6'1". Clearly big projects. Yeah, clearly. Let's see. What's up, guys? Stop it, please. Can't stop, won't stop. Okay. Let's see here. Do younger women appreciate well-dressed men? I'm a guy, 26, and own lots of suits and sports coats. Yeah, but I mean, look, most of the time when young guys try to dress up, they look more like they're playing dress up than actually that's who they are as a person. Does that make sense? So typically, if you're 26 and you're just dressing as somebody who's much older and more well established than you would be at this age, it typically comes off as you're trying too hard. You don't look, it's not congruent with who you are as a person. So guys that are 26 and putting on suits to go out to bars and stuff, I don't think that it's going to yield the results you think it's going to yield. All right? There needs to be, when men dress in general, you need to dress with a purpose. There needs to be a meaning for it. This isn't just, it's your wardrobe sort of communicates who you are to the world. And if you look like you're playing pretend, the girls can sniff that shit a mile away. You look like a poser. And so it's better to just have a sense of style. That can take some time to develop. But, follow some men's Instagram pages and start getting some inspo, and that'll work. And you'll start piecing it together over the years, and that'll work. Hello, guys. Okay, what's up, April? I'm 41. April's a subscriber. Got the heart by her name. I love that. That's dope. I'm actually changing that. So everybody that's on my subscriber list on TikTok, by the way, You're gonna have like taste and you're gonna have class. So it'll be girls with class on my channel. That's dope. I like classy women. Okay, let's see. April's subscriber. I am 41. Any tips on where to meet provider men? I joined a private building club. Nothing yet. Okay, yeah. Well, that's first of all, April. To answer your question, that's what you should be doing. You should start doing private members only clubs and country clubs. That's a for sure thing. And if you're really about it, just depends. You got to first of all, you're doing the right thing. You're putting yourself out there, which is dope. You got to do that. Very important. You're not fucking Rapunzel. Men aren't just going to land in your lap. That's just how it is. You got to be out in the world. You got to sort of embrace the chaos a bit. Now, you need to develop interests and hobbies that put you in the line of sight of men of means. Okay, so what that means for you is think country clubs, think paddleball, think tennis courts, think golf courts, think boating clubs. Where law firms are, they're usually typically like high-end bars. People go out there after work. It's a good for yourself to get yourself a girlfriend and put yourself in those places. All right, because those are very strong community-driven places, and if you're there and you're kind of one of them, that will be how you make and meet friends, and that's how it works. So you're doing the right thing. I would recommend just start taking an interest in hobbies that would require you to be at certain things. For instance, tennis lessons. I don't know how you're 41. I don't know how limber you are, how limber those knees are, or whatever. So maybe you pick up tennis. Take some tennis lessons, take some golf lessons, get some strokes off your game a bit. I don't know, but definitely pay for yourself a hobby or lessons that would put you in the place where in your city high value men would be. And like I'm telling you, it's either going to be country clubs, golf courses, golf ranges, or just think what high end rich people would do, and just take an interest in one of those activities and then get yourself some lessons and make it a regular thing. And I promise you'll meet men that way. And it's better than bars, to be honest. Because you can meet high-end men at bars, but they might just want to sleep with you. And which is fine. Got to start somewhere. But it's not necessarily as fruitful as you want it to be. Okay? So take an interest and get yourself a hobby, okay? That will work. Is he from the South? Yes, I'm from South Carolina. Okay, works every time. I'm a traditional stay-at-home mom. My husband mainly needs my emotional support and empowerment. And me. There you go, Amber. That's right. He needs it. He needs that cooking. He needs that. He needs that for sure. Swimming or piano lessons? Not piano lessons. Or swimming. You're from SC, but you live in LA. Yes. Okay. Why are men intimidated to approach you? Well, if you're very pretty, men are absolutely intimidated to approach very pretty women. It's just, they just don't like men have big egos. Men are kind of dumb too. So they have big egos. They think that some girl, here's the thing about men that drives me nuts. The guys will be like 42 years old. All right, see some 24-year-old at a club bar, really pretty, whatever, right? And these 42 accomplished, well put together man, well-rounded, educated, checks all the boxes, guy will be so afraid to talk to a 24-year-old know-nothing. And he'll just be shaking in his boots talking to him. And that blows my mind every time. It's like, what do you mean though? Like, what the fuck? But it's real, and guys are just straight up intimidated by beauty. But you know what? So what? Let them be intimidated. Here's the thing. If a guy is intimidated by a woman, then that's not the right guy for you. That's it. If you scare him, then that's not the right guy for you. You need somebody that can handle you. And if he's afraid to talk to you because you beat your face tonight, you tweezed your eyebrows and showed up, he's afraid. Like, you don't need a man like that. Trust. So let him be. Get yourself a man that wouldn't mind that you let your hair down for once. What if your nails are not done? That sounds like a you problem, Svetlana. What kind of woman whose name is Svetlana doesn't get her nails done? That's very off-brand. You better get those square rounds. You better get them done. Unless you don't want a man, then don't get them done. Walk around unkempt in the same sweatpants as yesterday. And then just see how that works for you. You'll get what you attract. I promise you that. Let's see here. If nails aren't done, you got to stay in. Yeah, that's just good. That's just good etiquette. You don't want to show up looking like that. Who's that for? You know what I mean? Just God, put it together. That's right. Name like Svetlana, just broken nails, chipped to hell. What if I just show up like this? Well, what do you think's gonna happen? He's gonna go, wow, this woman doesn't give a shit. What's that gonna be like at home in 5 years? Better or worse? Worse. It's gonna be worse for sure. Let me tell you something else. You don't meet a woman and then how she is today, and then after y'all been married for 5 years, she becomes even more polished. You know, it goes downhill, not uphill. Everything goes downhill. It doesn't get better, it gets worse. So like, if you meet her super pristine and in 5 years y'all kind of settle in, okay, I'll take that. But if they're already down here in terms of hygiene, is that going to get better or worse? So get them nails done. Don't be walking around with a name like Svetlana and not getting nails done. Okay. Russell, sprinkle. What's up, Shira? Shira 7 in the live. Shira in the house. I'm going to book my nail appointment ASAP. Yeah, that's right, Lauren. And Svetlana, take a page out of Lauren's book. Get them done. And it's not about just having your nails done, guys. It's just about being well put together. Men are just eyeballs. They're like just big, stupid eyes. That's it. For them, they're super visual. Guys are dumb too. They can't even tell half y'all's photos are Facetune. They don't even fucking know you like between us snatched your waist. They don't even know it. They're stupid. So just visuals matter a lot. Okay? So you gotta present in the world. All right? You can have a shitty personality, but be pretty. It's like, oh, well, she's hot though. I don't know. That's how it is. That's actually how it is. And guys are dumb. They can't tell the difference between what's real and what's AI. I swear to God. So just be ready when you're out in the world, okay? Well, I've never. Why start off being fake? Okay, buck up, Barbie. We'll keep that between us then. But we know a little fake, a little smooth. All right, just show out when you go out, guys. Yeah, but you can't take your AI features out with you in the real world. That's right, but you can do your best. All right? So do that. Guys are visual. That's a rich laugh. That's funny. April. All right, April. A friend recommended me to the board, but try to go to open events and make friends. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You got to network. You got to mingle. You got to make friends in the right places. That's no doubt. So put yourself out there. You got to do it. And here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. And this is just good advice in general. Having good hobbies where the types of people that would indulge in those hobbies are like sort of higher class in general, like sort of you think the socialites of your community or like people that make money are doing like kind of rich people shit. Let's face it. That's a really good place to start networking. And by the way, it can take you 6-10 months to get sort of in that clique, you know, like starting making friends here and there. You meet this person, that leads to this person. You get invited to this party. You make some more connections and friends. Networking is a skill, guys. I mean, it's a full-time job for some, just being straight up socialites. That's a job. How they will financially is sort of their business, but it is something of a career. And that being said, If you end up spending 6-8 months networking with a higher society in your local area or greater area, and then you meet somebody along the way, I mean, what? You put in 8 months and then you get somebody that you're married to for 40 fucking years? God, I mean, that's a good deal. You see what I'm saying? It might suck this weekend, but in the end, it's like you got 40 years with a person you met. That's a great, it's okay. It's all right. All right. And it also puts you in a higher class of people in general. So just, it's good for you, even if it doesn't pan out immediately. So get yourself a country club membership. It'll pay dividends, I promise you. Then we are in our 80s. Yeah, Bia, you're in your 80s. Is that okay? You're allowed to be in your 80s and be married still? What are you saying? You're not allowed to be in your 80s now? Who cares? It's yes, you're in your 80s. Good. Hope you're healthy then too. That's all right. That's when you want someone when you're in your 80s. When you can't even wipe your butt yourself, you need someone around. All right? That's when you want them. Of course, in your 80s. Married in your 80s, that's sweet. Yeah, that's the goal, I thought. That's the whole point. That's why we're out here working so hard. That's why we're beating our face now, right? Putting a comb through it now so you can be married in your 80s. That's why we're here. That's what we're talking about, literally. Thanks for that. Thanks for the gifts, guys. By the way, if you're on TikTok, I have a subscriber network. So my subscribers will see my new lives, when I'm posting next. Super cool stuff. If you subscribe to my TikTok, I answer your questions a priority. Puts a little heart by your name, a little badge. It's dope. Supporters are appreciated. I wonder if he has a nice booty. I'm doing all right. I did some squats today. God, keep it classy, ladies. How does one network when they're a flight attendant and in pilot training? Well, what do you mean? Flight attendants are the best networkers. What are you talking about? Serve first class. What do you mean? You're already doing it, sis. You're meeting literally everyone. Just don't work in the back cabin and you'll be just don't work in the back cabin and you'll be all right. See if you can put you up front. How do I signal for my hot neighbor to approach me? Start getting dressed with the blinds open. See what happens, Chloe. You never know. You never know. That west-facing window. You never know. Okay, you find the perfect person you marry, then he dies. He never cared about my nails. He loved my ass. Just saying. Fine. That's cool. That doesn't mean you shouldn't, when you're dating, because you've already been married, but then when you're trying to catch a man, right? Just dress to impress, which includes being meticulously well-groomed, I think. I'm pretty sure if I saw a woman who just didn't give a shit about her outward appearance, I would think something's wrong. Something I'm not interested in. Okay? So when you're getting your hair done and your nails done and your eyebrows did and your mustache waxed and your fucking eyebrows tweezed or whatever, shaving above the knee. We all know what happens with you don't shave up just to the bottom of the knee. If by doing all of those things, that's like your net, and that's how you catch a man in your net. You lure him in, you get into the bait, and you whoosh, like that. Get them nails done. All right. Not the above the knee. That's right, above the knee. Be classy and hot in bed. Yeah, that's true. I'll tell you guys a story, a brief story That's as PG as I can say it. This is important. The answer is this. If you're a woman, because it's good advice, not with everybody, because some people are smart enough where this doesn't matter, but not with everybody. This is good advice not to sleep with a guy on the very first date. It depends on how busy the guy is and how high value the guy is. If the guy's very high value, very, very busy, it might be beneficial to sleep with him on the first date because he's not going to have time to be just chasing you for a what if. He might not. But for the most part, in general, it's good advice not to sleep with the guy on the first date. Very first date, okay? I know of some people that I can't say and won't say, and that I know them both very well, independently of one another. They started kind of seeing each other, guy and a girl, all right? She was making him wait. And he's like, all right, I kind of like this girl, whatever. I want to see her a couple times. 2-3 times, whatever, 4 times, I don't know, whatever, hanging out a lot. They finally kind of do the deed. And when I say the deed, I mean they finally got together for some close and intimate Bible study. All right? They went inside to worship. All right? And after the Bible study was over, he calls me up and is like, man, it wasn't a good Bible study session. It wasn't worth it. And let me tell you, ladies, that there's nothing worse for a man that if it's like doesn't pan out well, and this goes both ways. But if it doesn't pan out well during Bible study, that's the end for a man. Don't matter how pretty you look. If you're in there to worship and you're like worshiping like a wet paper towel, then it's over. He's not coming back. And by the way, guys talk about that shit. All right? So you gotta bring it a little bit. Get you a book on tantra. Get you a tantric book. I don't know. Something else. Put it in like a pretzel or something. So then that way, they don't call me up and be like, that's not worth it. It wasn't worth it. Was it worth the wait? Because they're not calling you back. That's how it goes. All right? You gotta get them all the way to the end, ladies. Let it fly. Let the flag fly. All right? So, and that goes both ways. Here's the other side of that coin. Let's say y'all are the religious type or not so religious type, and you make them wait till marriage. All right? Y'all don't have any sort of intimate contact at all until marriage. And then it turns out his equipment is the size of a strawberry. But genetics, it's a problem. It's a medical condition. Sorry to tell you, sis. And now you're in a fucking shackled to a strawberry, to a baby carrot. And you're just like, well, what the fuck? And now you got to have a secret affair with a pool boy or something. I don't know. But it goes both ways, I suppose. But with men, though, y'all got to bring it. And it's not his fault, guys. It's a medical condition. It was a situation. He didn't ask to be born. This is the way it is now for him. Forever. He didn't ask for this. This is a life he was given. Got to make the best of it. So, y'all making each other wait could go sour. It goes both ways. No idea what you're talking about. Good. Then this channel is not for you. Okay. I see the point. Good. I'm glad y'all see it. I would love my husband no matter what. You're a better woman than most. I appreciate you. I feel for my neighbor. Luckily, I can afford to live in an isolated area. Don't worry about it. Requesting to live successful 26-year-old man. Requesting live. Successful 26-year-old man. Okay. You have such a great smile. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Why do you laugh like Count Dracula? That's funny. Put a banana on that strawberry. There you go. Beet juice works. I heard beet juice works. Okay, that's fun. Enough of that, guys. On to the next. We talked enough about Bible study. I'm going to get dinged on this platform. We got to chill out. Anyways, subscribe on my TikTok. I got a cool new subscriber feature. Put you guys at the top of my list. Super supporters. It's really dope. It's a little star on the bottom corner. Click that shit. Subscribe to my channel. Put you on priority. Put you on my close friends. Really, really cool. You're fabulous. Thanks for sharing. Thank you. How do I get a man to marry? Let him suck your toes or something. How else? What else do you think? I don't know, man. Here's the thing. How about this? Don't be the worst. Just be helpful. Don't argue all the damn time with him. Especially if he's paying for the bills. God, why are you arguing? You can't control a man, and why would you want to? Why try to even? Why would you even want to be with a man you can control at all? Just be the peace at home. Just be nice at home. Let them suck your toes. I mean that. For some, depends on them. I don't know. Something though, y'all. Every man's into something. Let them do that. And then that's how you get them to marry you. That's it. Ta-da! Just like that. Amen, brother. It's easy. That's right. It's easy. Yeah, that's right. What to do when a guy comes back in your life? Well, did you let him back in your life? Why did he leave in the first place? Likely, the reason he left in the first place will be the same reason he leaves again. So what you do is find another man. That's straight up the answer. Y'all believe those lies? Because if you do, you're lying to yourself. That's crazy. Not this dude here teaching us how to be ladies rather than teaching men how to treat women. Listen, you know ya chick. Y'all asking me, I'm just answering your questions. If some men were in here asking me questions, I'd answer them too. In fact, I did earlier. So mind your business. Enjoy the channel. What? Women are asking questions. I'm allowed to answer women too. That's cool. Relax. Don't be so sexist. God. At least some of us are highly intelligent. Yeah, some of us. Hi, guys. It's not easy being with a high-value man if you are stuck in your old ways. Yeah, well, you got to adapt. You got a man that you like and you want to keep him, you got to keep him happy, right? What else is it? What's the alternative? Make him mad? Make him angry all the time? Is that how you keep a man? I doubt it. Just, do your best. To be honest, I'm a guy and you gave really good answers. Let me live. Let me on live. Yeah, there you go. That's right. Yes, tell him. It's been 3 years since my divorce, and I'm now ready to start dating again. I'm excited. Whoop. Any thoughts on what guys think of 30-something divorced women with no kids? Well, here's the thing. Just being a woman in general with no kids is a good start. When you start with kids, that adds a layer of complexity. Not to say that you can't find a guy. I'll tell you this. My mother, 2 kids, single mom, she ended up with a great man who loves her dearly. And I love him for loving her so much. He's a great guy. Loves my mom. Loves her to death. I love that. She's stoked. She's happy. She's older now. She's like, they're happy as can be. And she's younger than him. He's younger than her. He's younger than her. So she's doing all right. It gives her a reason to stay in the gym, stay spry, Kids adds a challenging obstacle, but if you don't have kids, then if you're a single woman with no kids and take good care to manage your appearance, to manicure yourself well, make yourself look good, you'll have offers all along the way. It never stops. The pool of guys just gets older, right? And if you're really pretty, you'll still get young guys too, but why would you want that? Here's the thing. If you're an older woman and you're sleeping with and dating younger guys, like I automatically think there's something wrong with you. If a girl's like 30 and sleeping with a 19-year-old dude or a 20-year-old dude, I think you're broken. Like something's wrong. Like that's just weird to me. Like you should want, as a woman, it makes sense to me to want a guy that's like much more mature, much more established, much more better off than you. And like, what kind of woman who's 30 wants to date 19-year-old kids? Like, boy, that's strange to me. I get it the other way. That makes sense because of what I just said. But when girls do it, seems weird. So if you're a 30-year-old woman, and it's great, you can date 35-year-old men, 40-year-old men, 45-year-old men, 50-year-old men, and all those guys are great. Some of them take really good care of themselves. Some of them take really good care of their people. All that's great for them. So like, as long as you do well to take care of your appearance and keep your weight in a way that looks good on you, then you're going to crush the game. So don't even worry about it. Don't overthink it. Just put yourself out there. That's the answer. What if she's 47 dating a 35-year-old? That's kind of like how my mother is. She's dating a guy that's like 9 years younger than her. But that's different though. When you're beyond the age of 30, it's kind of there's a little bit more flexibility because guys in their 30s can really have a huge swing in their career that would force them to mature and take care of a lot of people and be responsible for a lot very, very early. But when you're a 19-year-old dude, no way. When do men typically introduce women to their family and friends? Friends pretty quickly. Family depends, very touchy. Depends on also where they are in the country. If men are at home and they're still nearby their parents, it's likely you'll meet their parents very quickly. If they're across the country, across the world, it could be years. So, and who cares? Are you really in a rush to meet the in-laws? Like, trust me, sis, enjoy your time not knowing them. That's way better for you anyways, I promise. When you meet that man's mother, and then you start, now what? Great, now you know. Now what? Pressure? Now feelings of inadequacy? Now I need to manage a relationship with his mom? Ugh, that's so much work. Who wants that? Why are you in such a rush? Not meeting his parents soon is dope. Trust me. If you can push that out for like 10 years, you should do that. That's good advice. You should just do that. Is there still hope to provide my provider type of warmth? Yeah, here's the deal, guys. It doesn't really matter. Here's the deal. You can still, as a woman, I never understood this. Here's the thing about the red pill community and stuff. These guys, these podcasts, these guys are like, oh, when the woman hits 30 and she hits the wall, she's not going to be able to get guys. No, none of that's fucking true. The reality is if you're a woman who does well to take care of her appearance and are pretty, you will get offers all along the way. You just have to maintain your appearance. That's it. And by the way, is that so hard? Is that so bad? You should want to maintain your appearance anyways. So just maintain how you look, maintain stay in shape, dress cute, and you'll have offers. You'll have offers all along the way. That's how this goes. And so as long as you do that, you will get offers. You'll continue to get offers. Do that. Put yourself out there. You'll get offers. That's how it goes. I'm over 40 and all kinds of dudes interested. See? Just like that. I didn't know I was supposed to be an old maid at 30. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay. Sounds like I need to get back in the gym. Yes. By the way, stay in the gym. That's good. And by the way, that's advice for men and women both. Stay in the gym. Here's the thing about the gym. If you're working out, like that makes your mind better. When I work out, I'm smarter. I think better. It's more clear. Life's better. Like It's just like there's some clarity that comes with like getting the blood flowing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you should be doing that anyways, and not just for your mind's sake, but for your body and your appearance as well. Of course, like it's just better for you. Are you from down south? Yes, I'm from South Carolina. I live in LA now, but I'm from South Carolina. Yes. How do you feel about long distance relationships? Y'all both cheating. That's how I feel about it. You're both long distance relationship. If you are married to a man and then he has to go to Alaska on a job for a month, that's fine. But if y'all like, hey, I'm going to go to this college and you're going to go to that college, and we're just going to do this for a while to some unforeseen future time, y'all both cheating anyways, lying to each other. That's how I feel about it. Y'all lying. Oh, let's see here. Thanks for the gifts, guys. What's up, Sarah? E-Boss, I'm smart, wealthy. Guys, I don't want people to join my live like that. That's not how I roll. I like it here's the thing. I want my one-dimensional. I like talking one way. I like it that way. I had Bible study and I'm in my 20s. Whoop. I never had Bible study and I'm in my 20s. Is how I say it without making it. How do I say it without making it a turnoff? That's not a turnoff. Just own that shit. Especially if it's for religious reasons. That's not going to turn anybody off. Are you rich? I am a very wealthy person. I make a lot of money for American standards. And for the world standards, I'm very, very wealthy. Do you date outside your race? Sure. Been together for 6 years. I'm finally ready to get married next year. Great. Congrats. What city do you live in? I'm in LA. Okay. I sent someone your video about being a provider and they ghosted me. Well, set your standards, sis. That's how it is. You see, this is your sort of expectations. And if he wasn't going to live up to that, then there you go. Here's the thing. If you make money, the guys that make money get it. They know that, like, this is all part of it. Like, does a man that makes money, does he really want to have to, you know what's a flex? You know what the ultimate flex is for a man? To make enough money so that your woman doesn't need to work. What's a flex is saying, I retired my wife. That's dope. And why anybody wouldn't want that is beyond me. So that if your woman, here it is. If you meet someone and you guys fall in love, you get married, whatever, the ultimate flex for a man is the ability to take his woman out of the workforce. I retired my woman. She doesn't have to work because of me. That's a flex. That's what every man should want. And if you don't want that, there's something wrong with you. That's it. Anybody that thinks that it's not a flex or thinks that they shouldn't have to is a bitch. That's it. So every man should set a goal for their life to not only be able to provide for themselves in their family, but everyone around them. Like, so so for them, make enough for me, great, start there. Then make even more so that I can support another human being, your woman. And then also enough to support the human beings that come from that relationship, your children. And if that's not your goal as a man, there's something wrong with you. That's it. And any man that says, I shouldn't have to, that's not my responsibility, that is not a man. That is a little boy. Okay? That's just how it is. And if anybody that doesn't see it that way, they will get it eventually. And life will thrust that upon them. They will learn the hard way that that's the only way to be as a man. That's it. Let us see your ring. Oh, this is just the... You guys see? Black Diamonds by Pavel. David Yurman's a gift for making somebody a lot of money. Let's see. Is that LA? Yes. Yeah, that actually is LA. I live in a very nice house at the very top of the hill. Not the best view in the city. In fact, I'll open that door for you guys if you're interested. Check it out. You can hardly see because of the reflection of the ring light. But if I unlock this door, you guys see that? So behind me is the city of LA. That's literally downtown Los Angeles there. This side, I have a whole view of the whole hill. But this side here, right here, that's downtown LA. The best view of the city. Very lonely. I'm not lonely. I don't know why people say that to me. Oh, you're so lonely. Why? Why do you think that? Like, I don't have people over every fucking day. Like, it's such a weird thing to say. People assume so much about my life, watching my lives or my content. I posted a video of my house, my previous house before I moved to this one, upgraded to this one. And it was like a full house staff. I have chefs that appear in my house every day. They walk right in, they have keys, whatever. I have housekeepers, multiple housekeepers. I got assistants, multiple assistants. And they're in my house just doing everything around me. And then I'll go out, I'll go shopping, I'll meet friends, I'll do all kinds of stuff. And they're like, oh, wow, such a lonely life you have. And I'm like, why would you say that? What a strange fucking thing to guess and assume. How wrong you are also. The fuck? Or you must be so unfulfilled and shallow. Why would you think that too? The fuck do you mean? My life's great. I grew up poor and was given nothing and built my goddamn way up to a multi-million-dollar house at the top of the hill in LA. I have women around me. I have great male friends around me that make a lot of fucking money that I can count on and depend on. I have great staff, great people in my life, great family. My life's dope. What do you mean? What a projection you're smearing on me. My life's great. The fuck? I'm not worried. What a weird thing to make up and assume. So I don't get it. Who are your neighbors? The whole city of Los Angeles. As you can see, no neighbors. The whole thing is just a tower at the top of the hill in LA. What fucking neighbors? And I pay extra for that. Nobody call me ever. I'll call you. Don't come knocking. There's a fence a long way away. Good evening. Hello. Do you help support your parents and siblings? I retired my mother. My mother doesn't work anymore because of me. That's how it goes. Hello. Beverly Hills, yes. Okay. Your cheeks are turning red, are they? Let's see here. You're a good son. Thank you. Glad you care about. Thank you. Can you retire me? I could, but why would I want to? Are successful men intimidated by a woman's career? I'm a pharmacist and have been told it's intimidating. It's not that, Kimmy. It's just that as a pharmacist, you make so much money that you need to date a caliber of men that make much more money than you. So literally your pool of dating options is smaller. That's only the real challenge. So you can, let me tell you something, Kimmy, if you're a pharmacist making pharmacist money and then you started dating, I don't know, the chief of surgery in your area, then your pharmacist money would just be, okay. It's not going to matter to him. Guys that make money don't care how much money you make. They just don't. So the problem with being a pharmacist is that you rule out a lot of guys that would make enough money to support you if you weren't a pharmacist. You know what I'm saying? You're just echelon, your caliber of men becomes smaller to date. It's harder for you. So you got to, in your community, be in places where guys that make more money than you hang out, which is just harder to find. It just is. It's more challenging for you, that's it. They're not intimidated. It's just harder for you to find them. You were an engineer, yeah. A long time ago. Let's see here. You should be a dating coach. Your advice is amazing. Guys, that's all I'm doing on here, talking about dating with you guys. That's what I'm doing. I'm literally doing it. Subscribe to my channel on TikTok. I got a little star down there. Subscribe to my page. You'd be my close friend, supporter. That's dope. I'll answer your questions first. I will. That's what I've been discovering. Yeah, I told you. Hello, guys. Beauty, being fit. What else provider men are seeking? You gotta, okay, that's it. You just, for women, just be pretty, be in shape, of course. Those things are given. I shouldn't even have to say that, to be honest, but I do need to say it because it's just a channel of common sense. Be pretty, be in shape, fine. Then just be peace. Like, you need to be pleasant. You need to make it easy if he contacts you. You gotta just, it needs to be a smooth and seamless communication, not like a combative, not like a no, but like you just gotta be like yes and that man. And that's what men want. Easeability, pretty and easeability. Don't be combative. Nobody wants to argue. Would you date a Latina? Of course I would date a Latina. Y'all got a little sass to you. Kind of sass that I like. Might get you pregnant. Hell yeah. I like that fire in your blood. The cops at your door. I know. See, that's the thing. I open the door up. You guys can hear the cops. This is soundproof doors, which are great. But when you open it up, there's sirens. Y'all got to hear it. Okay. Oops. I just applied a weird fucking filter to the live. All right. Anyways, that's all right. I got to go, guys. Sorry about the weird filter at the end. I don't know how I did that. But that's my time. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. We'll see you guys again next time. Bye-bye.